Buddy, this is Jacob from Wagering Me This. This is my Iron Cross video series. We're just using the Iron Cross with a half press, all light side. We have to have a line bet, obviously, because we're shooting. And we're just trying to go from 1,000 to 3,000. Yesterday, we made $302 profit, so we're at 1,302. I actually haven't even moved the chips from yesterday. So still the same chips out there. Same everything. Let's get some new dice here. Rack up all our chips and start a new day. So what we figured out yesterday is starting at the bottom level, the base model of the Iron Cross, and trying to press up doesn't work. It's too slow. You got to start at the second level, which is fine. So that's what we were doing. All right, let's use the blue dice just for something fun. All right, so here we go. We're going to start with a line bet again, $15 line bet. I'm going to put it over here in the corner. That way we can see it if we have to add odds. All right, here we go. Now I'm shooting the dice, guys, trying to manipulate the outcomes. Probably not doing a good job. Here we go. We got to come out 7, okay? Come out 7, that's a winner for us. Because we're just on the pass line at this point. We're just trying to get a point set so we can go into the Iron Cross. So we started with $1,302 today. So we'll be looking to get to 18 or so, 2,000 maybe. But 1,800 sounds like a pretty good goal. And we got a 3, so we just lost that right back, which is fine. Back and forth, back and forth. Here we go. We got a 5. Okay, so we're starting on the 5, point of 5. Sorry. Point of 5 right there. All right. So we're going to jump into the second level of the cross, which is 2 green chips up here on the boxes. So it's 60-60. We'll put a quarter here, and we'll put 50 in odds. And that's what we're going to be sitting at right here. See how much more we can make here. Let's try to make some money. Remember, we're half pressing on every hit. Every hit, we're pressing something. Half press. And there's an 8, 6 deuce 8. 6 2 8. All right, that's going to win $70. We're going to lose the field. 70. So it's half press this right here. It's what we're half pressing. Let's take that to 90. I know that's a little bigger than a half press, but without having to bust out white chips, it's kind of what we'll do here. Oh, 4 3 7. 4 3 7. That bounced a little bit on me. They didn't really stay flat. That always sucks. So that was a pretty rough start. It's okay. We started like that yesterday. In fact, I think we had a couple losers yesterday in a row before we got going. I believe so. $15 on the line. Let's try again. We got a 9, 5 4 9. Okay, point is 9. That's good. We'll jump in the Iron Cross now. Here we go. All right. Gonna have to get some green chips, so I'm gonna get 8 green chips. Okay. And then we're going to cap those. All right, here we go. Let's make some money. One, two, three. That's going to win a quarter. It's going to win $25. All right, we're going to take And we'll press our 612. Rack that quarter. Here we go. Oh, 437. So that's like 2-3 roll shots. That is brutal. We're never going to win that way. Not on the light side. Oh, ugly. Ugly start. Terrible. What's up, Waylon? Let's get 8 green chips. Actually, we'll get 7 and 5 red chips. That's what we'll do. Actually, we need 10 red chips because we're going to need caps too. All right, there we go. Pass line bet. Try this again. So far, we're not doing great. But actually, we're doing less than great. We're doing terrible. Hard 8, square pair. Less than good. Terrible. All right, let's get our iron cross out there. I feel like I could be rolling longer than 3 rolls if I just rolled random. I feel like that's probably real. 50 in odds behind our 8. 25 in the field. All right, let's go. Need to make some winners. 6, 5, 11. It's the 11. 6, 5, yep. That's going to win a quarter. Let's take and press our 5, $15. Rack our quarter. Try it again. Three, 2, 5. Oh, that's a good one. It's the best one we could have rolled. All right, so we got 70 and 21. 91. All right, $91 win. Replace that. Press that. Rack all this up. It's roughly a half press. Hard 8, square pair, that's the point. Square pair. Pretty nice. So we're going to win 60 in the odds and 15 on the flat. Over here. So 60, 15. Let's take this up to 90. Let's rack all this. All right, box numbers are off. Coming out. Got a 6, point of 6. Okay, we're going to put 75 in odds. We're going to take this 15 down. We're going to put our quarter out. Still need to press our 5 and then the field. And we'll move to the next one. Hard 4. Hard 4. So we need a quarter. Let's take our this up to 75. Rack this. Here we go. 46, that's the point. Okay, so that's going to win 90 and 15. Lose the field. $90 and 15. Let's take our 90 and rack all this up for right now. We'll put our field out in a second. Box numbers are off. Here we go, coming out. So we've made it to the $90 level or the free green chip level, whatever you want to call it. We got a 3 on the come out. That's not ideal. Lose 15 bucks. All right, replace it. Let's try this again. Here we go. 7. Okay, so we got our $15 back. Box numbers are still not working. Eight. Okay, 538. Let's take and put our 75 back here in odds. We're gonna put 50 out here because we would have pressed that field. Here we go. Looking for some winners. Four to 6. This is going to win 55 overall. The 6 is going to win 105, but we're going to lose the field. So we're going to press that to 100. Put our field back. Rack 30. Five, 3, 8. That's our point. That's the point. Okay, so this is going to win 90 and 15 again. Like that. We're going to take our 8 to 120. Rack this up for right now. Box numbers are off, coming out. We got a 3. We're rolling a ton of 3s. I don't know what the deal is on the 3s. It's going to lose. And there we go. Box numbers are still off. And we got a 4 this time. All right, hard 4. Okay, so we need 50 in the field. So we need to press the 6 in the field. Three, 2, 5. So 100 is going to pay 140 on the 5. Lose the field. There's 125, 140. Replace that. Take that up to 120. Rack 60 bucks. Come back here. Three, 1, 2, 3. This time we get to win something on the 3 though, which is nice. $50 win. Take our field up to 75. Three, 2, 5. Again, that's 140. It's going to win. We're going to lose the field. 125, 140. Take our 6 to 150. Rack up 35 bucks. All right. Well, so let's kind of look at what we're at now. So this has been a pretty good roll. So what do we got? 100, 200, 300, 400-ish. So we're right about where we started. So we need to, after those 2 bad rolls. So if we're going to make some profit, we need to kind of try to get it right here, I think. There's the 4, that's the point. pretty good number there to roll. It's going to win 15 here. It's going to win 75 right here. So it's going to allow us to press. I'm going to press both the 8 and the 5 here. So the 5 will be at 125. Pull that down for now. So here we go. So we have 125, 150, 150 up there. Off on the come out here. We got a 7 on the come out. That is a nice number to have on the come out. We win 15 bucks. Just gonna rack it. All right, pull it back. Here we go. We got an 8. Okay, so you're gonna be able to go 5x odds on this a lot of places, so you may have to adjust your line bet here. I'm just gonna put all the green chips behind it. If I had to go up a chip or two, I would in that case. All right, so let's put 75 in the field. All right, let's see if we can get some winners. 6-5, yo. The 11. That's going to win $75. All right, let's press that. So now our 5 is 150. Rack 50. So I'm going to get a little more racky. I want to rack a little more here. Hopefully we can get a couple winners. No, 5 deuce. Oh, that's ugly. So at that point, you know, you might want to be thinking about getting your investment out of the game. You know, we could have, I took a risk to keep going. If you take it that far, that'd be a good time to get that investment out. 1, 2, 3. So we're just over 1,000. We lost about $500 on the board, maybe a little over 500. That was probably just, I should have probably got that investment out. Not the best play on my part. All right. Let's get our line bet out there. Here we go. We got a hard 4. Very nice. Very nice. All right, let's I'm gonna take a little chance here. I'm gonna play at the 125, 150, 150 level in 75, just to start this hand. And we'll see where this one goes. I'm gonna start here and press up from here. It's a big risk. There's an 11. Because if we lose half of our bankroll. Plus, worse than that for today. $75 win. Let's press that one. Let's press that one. Rack a quarter. One, two, three. Okay. So that's another $75 win. Let's press the 8. Rack 50. All right, we'll be looking for maybe 1 or 2 more hits here. Then we'll regress down to the 3 green chip level. 639. It's another $75. Let's rack 50. No, I pushed it 1 too many rolls. Oh, brutal. That's what I get for getting greedy. We won 3 sets of 75. That should have been enough, but I got greedy. All right, coming out. Now we're kind of stuck where we have to do that again almost. I messed this video up. I should have just stuck with what I was doing, and I decided to get greedy. I hate it when I do that. 6 deuce 8. I got greedy. That's my bad. All right. So this time, guys, I'm not going to put it in odds. I'm just going to put it all up here because it's easier to press. And then 75 in the field. Kind of blocked myself into this now. Because of the last roll, I got too greedy. I shouldn't have done that. We were doing just fine, but I got greedy. And there's an 11. 75 dollars. Got greedy. Now I'm going to have a little roll here in order to make all that back, because that was just a mess up. Back-to-back 11s. Someone got paid. All right, press that. Press that. Three deuce 5. Okay, let's see what we got here. So I'm at 150, so that's 210 minus 100. That's 210. Let's take the 5 to 200. $639. That's a $100 winner there. All right, we won a couple times here. Now I'm going to regress. And this is part of it, guys. You should be able to do this too, to tell yourself to regress. I messed up earlier, got too greedy. Take that to 50. All right. Now let's try if we can go up from here. Six, all right. So it's going to win 105 minus the field. All right, let's press the 5, rack 30. See if we can't press it up from here. See, if I would have done the same thing on the last roll, we would have made some money, but I got greedy and messed up. Aces in both places. It's going to win $100. Double the bubble. Double the bubble. All right, we're going to press both of these. Rack 50. I'm going to read your comments really quick that I missed. Try to. Most of those strategies, those guys derived off what I do. I don't play other people's stuff, I'll be honest. Most of that stuff I've already shown videos on 2 or 3 years ago. And there's a 10, $50 10. We're going to press the field 25. I do like all those guys. I like all their concepts and I like all their thought processes. But a lot of those videos that they put out, I put out similar stuff or the exact same thing 2 or 3 or 4 years ago. Right, I know what you're saying. That's not what I'm doing in here. I'm just showing the iron cross, testing the iron cross, see if it can play by itself. All right, so we lost right there on that 7. We did make a little back there, not enough. We're going to go one more round here because I messed this one up, got greedy. And there's an 8-6 deuce. All right, we're going to do the same thing. I'm going to go to the 3rd level or 4th level or whatever level this is. I mean, a lot, guys, people name their strategies and all that. I don't do none of that. All the strategies that I have that are associated with me that are named, someone else named them. That people that watched me named them. And there's a hard 6. I didn't name those. Like anything but 10, I didn't name that. 555. Greg from Fives named it. Oops. Let's I need to trade this in for greens. Let's press both of these. Six deuce 8, that's our point. Yeah, I don't do any, I have reasons why I don't do any of that. So this is 180, it's going to pay 210. And my reasoning for it is very simple. I think when you start, when you're going to enter in the world where you're naming strategies and all that, I really think you're just kind of, it's almost a novelty then. Craps is almost a novelty at that point. It's no, I didn't pay my 15 over here. You're almost making it like a toy. I don't know. I've been playing craps a long time, man. I've changed along the way. I've got different ideas. I've decided that things are better than other things. So I have a lot of old videos that I don't even play that way anymore. Coming out, box numbers are off. There's not one right way to play. That's one thing I think people get wrong. There's not one right way to do this. There's a lot of ways to do this. And a lot of them will win. And all of them can win. I've seen stuff that I would have never played myself, but it has no problem winning. It's just not it's not my style. There's a 4. The 75 in the field. So again, I'm not knocking anybody by any means. I'm not doing that. I'm not that guy. What I am saying is that, oh, there's a 7. We're a loser. I'm going to call this today because I'm getting my head beat in. Part of it is a focus deal, but I just don't. I got too aggressive here. Maybe it's not tilt. I just after that long roll, I got kind of aggressive. But it's okay. We'll come back short stacked. So 400. So we lost a bunch today. 475, 480, 490, 495. Oh, wait. 475, 480, 490, 491. So we went from 1302 to 491. That's the wrong direction. That's okay. You don't win every day. And that's another thing. Fuzzy brought something up. So I want to point something out, guys. The 678 is the same strategy that people call the best craps. It's on. It's the video. The video online has the most views of any video, of any craps video. It's called the best crap strategy ever. 3,000, make $3,000 in a day or something like that. But yeah, the 678 is derived off that. It's essentially the same thing. And just like the anything but 10 is essentially the same thing as the 678. It's still just playing a don't and playing box numbers. They're all just small variations of the same stuff. So again, I'm just showing this iron cross. I don't have any idea how this is going to end up. I don't have any presumption that it's going to win or lose. I'm just seeing if I can go from 1,000 to 3,000 using just the iron cross, and half pressing is my thought process. There is nothing more than that. I'm not trying to prove anything, or I'm just showing this. I just want to see if I could do it. The iron cross is a fun way to play. It's a lot of action. You get a lot of chip interaction. You're going to win a lot of times, like individual wins. There's going to be a whole bunch of them, just because you play all the numbers but the sevens. So you're going to win a lot. It's going to be fun. And the big negative, right? Yeah. The big negative is the iron cross is expensive. And so when the seven hits, it costs a lot of money. Exactly, Fuzzy. And that's what I'm saying is, guys, I know everyone that watches YouTube has their favorite YouTubers and their favorite YouTube strategies. And one guy does this better than the other guy. I'm not really. I disagree with all that. You may have your favorites or whatever, but because one guy shows playing a don't and playing box numbers one way, and another guy shows it another way, it's still the same play. Whether you're pressing or regressing, all the moves going from 30 to 50 and all that, that's just pressing, that's just regressing. It's all the same concepts that have been around in craps forever. The only differences in the videos are the way they're portrayed. That's it. Some people portray things as this is the ultimate way to play, and some people say, hey, this is just another way to play. You know, guys, everything can win and everything can lose. There's not a perfect way to do this. The only thing that I don't like on the craps table is I don't like any come bet style of play, because in my opinion, that's playing with the casino. If you're playing come bets with odds, in my opinion, you're playing with the casino. You're accepting what the casino tells you, and you're not manipulating anything with your betting. So that's the only thing I don't like in craps is come betting with odds and that style of play, the 3-point Molly style of play, because in my opinion, that never wins. Now, I'm not saying it doesn't have individual wins, individual sessions. Yeah, I mean, every strategy has a hole, Mike. If they're hitting points, and I get these horror stories of these come out groups. Guys, I've only ever had one run of really bad come out rolls that cost a lot of money. Every other time, it's about 50-50 usually. So I don't have these same horror stories. Now, again, I've probably played that way um, uh, 10,000 more times than you guys. I've played that way a lot, so I don't have the same horror stories. I've had a couple bad runs, but I don't have there's some guys that are they're like, man, I always just get hit no matter what I do. The 4 or 10 is the funny one, right? They're like, I lay the 4 or 10, it just gets knocked off. Da, da, da. I honestly believe that they don't remember the times that it didn't. They only remember the times that it did get knocked off. And it's like it's a situational bias. But anyways, I just think there's a lot of situational bias on what people remember and don't remember about their craps sessions. Because I can honestly say in my life playing craps, I don't know if it's every time I've played, but 90% of the time I've played, I've been up at some time more money than I brought. And I chose not to leave, but I could have left, you know. So I think if you're pretty just structured in the way you play, you're very consistent, and you have a plan going in, it's just not willy-nilly, I think you can win enough times. You just have to be willing to leave when you're winning. Most people aren't willing to leave when they're winning. That's the thing, is people are way quicker to leave when they're losing than when they're winning. which doesn't make any sense. But that's a very consistent theme with gamblers, is they're willing to leave when they're losing, but not willing to leave when they're winning. So, in my opinion, that's the biggest downfall of people that play craps is they don't take what the game is offering. The game's not offering you $10,000 a session. It's not. The game might be offering you $200 a session, and you might win 7 out of 10 sessions for $200. And that might be what your strategy can do. Oh, that's kind of crazy. But that's my thing is I've never been on a cruise, so I wouldn't know. I've never even been on a cruise ship. So uh, again, that's my thought process is I don't. Yeah, you got to manage it. And guys, honestly, man, you got to keep your profit goals low. I always attribute it to the stock market. If your stockbroker tells you he's going to make you 8% a return every year, you accept that. You're like, okay, 8% a return a year. But if I tell you to play for 10% on the craps table, you're like, oh, I got to play longer than that. I can't just play 2 or 3 rolls. But you're willing to accept 8% over the course of a year. Like it just to me, it doesn't correlate to me. Like I'm willing to accept a much smaller win. Now I get some people have to go miles and miles, days, even if you're the Hawaiian guys, they have to fly over an ocean to come play craps. So, I mean, it is different for them. I get it, but I would figure something out. Like in their situations, I would play when I won 10%, I would bank the 10% and then I would play somewhere else or do something else. I don't know. I would figure something out, but just sitting there and banging your head against the wall, the game will eventually eat you up. If you just keep at it. Um, I'm not saying that there's not guys that don't have days that are great and win $6,000. Our friend on Discord, he did that the other day. He won $6,000 playing. He got a guy had a hot roll and he was on it and he won a bunch of money. Now, but if you factor that into all the times he's played, it probably evens out. You know, I all I'm saying is that I feel like if players always just played for 10%, they would be far more profitable than the way they play now. And you can go up to 20%. I like to keep mine between 10 and 20%. If I get in that range, I like to quit because I feel like that's acceptable. I feel like I can't, I feel like I'm not going to be able to consistently get over that. I do feel like I can consistently hit in that window. So I don't know. That's where I fall on it. That's what I think. And all the experience I have in it, that's what I've found is that the smaller the goal, the easier it is to achieve. And you can stack a lot of small goals on top of each other. So again, that's where I'm at. You guys have a great day. We'll come back with our 400 and what is that? $91. We'll try next time. We're going to keep going at it. If I lose, we'll go and get a marker. I don't know. We'll see if we can go from 1,000 to 3,000. We'll see if I can ever do it with the Iron Cross. May not even be possible. I don't know. It may not be possible for me. Y'all have a great day.